Hello everyone, it's Sean, and I'm here to show the toy haul I got from well, it wasn't the Toronto Toy Show. Let me explain that. Because of the snowstorm on the weekend, which is for Simcoe County and even Toronto is continuing today, Monday, and Tuesday. The toy show tickets were they weren't refunded. They were delayed until March 23rd, when the toy show will actually occur. Of course, I got the notification too late to cancel my hotel, so what I did is I went to a toy shop in Barrie and found some action figures instead. It's a vintage antique shop, actually. And then I hunted at hobby shops and found a few models. I will do that for the other channel. In the meantime, though, let's see what we found at the antique shop. So, one at a time. So you have another figure from Captain Power. Now this one has a flight suit pack with the ability to plug into the back of the uniform here. At least I hope it does. Because I put it in before. Uh-oh. You know what I think happened? I think when I put it in, let's focus. When I put it in the back of him yesterday to test fit it, it accidentally took off the flight suit pegs and left them embedded in the back of him. So if I want to get the flight suit on him, I'd have to tape it on now. But at least his limbs still move properly. Yeah, that's unfortunately... That doesn't make any sense, because look. Does that look like they're... Oh, it does, doesn't it? They are, aren't they? They did break off, didn't they? Oh, no. Well, 3 nearly 40-year-old toy pegs. Okay, that's unfortunate. That's why it was loose. But it's easier to get him into the container without it on him, so... But you can see the detail on the circuitry, and you can see the thrusters on the back. It's quite neat. And he is holding a weapon, as you see. So that's good. So we'll put him on his toy shelf later. Oh, right. Now, this is not a toy I bought at the time. It was in anticipation of the movie. I bought at Toys R Us, Captain America Brave New World, Hot Wheels. Okay, so that is the one. Then you have the other. Now, this one came without a weapon. He doesn't have a weapon, as I said, but he does have full mobility and a helmet. Now, it looks... See? There you go. Try not to move the limbs too much, for after all, it's been 40 years and you don't know if the limbs moved at all in all that time. There's the back of him. You can see the vac metal, of course. See how the joints are hidden on the back and they blend in nicely? The metal joints really help, actually. So that's those figures. And then, of course, at that same antique shop, I found Mr. Freeze Hot Wheel. This is one of the more modern line. And a Batman Hot Wheel. Here we go. And you can see the whole line here. And then, of course, at the 400 Market, I found... Now, this is the original. Goes with the other robot cars I possess. And then now this is a modern Hot Wheel. You can tell by the wheels. And so was this robot. So it's in the old style. But it's not a old one. This is a fastback wheel. So this goes with my orange Tiger. And, of course, a duplicate of my old, what is it? Duesenberg, yes. I have a green one. This is a tan and orange one, kind of like my my 80s Woody, my original 80s Woody. And the last thing I purchased, and you have to get the camera back to see it, is the Essential Guide to Vessels and Vehicles, the old one from the mid-90s, not the new one. And of course this is in pristine condition. It has all the black and white photos of every vehicle and everything. Won't have the acclimator yet because that did not come out until later. Okay. So let me see if I can get an appropriate backdrop for my toy haul video. So here's a more appropriate backdrop, I think. That should show just about everything there. And of course you zoom in on the 4 Batman movies in VHS form, which I also found at the antique shop, all bundled together. Now I do actually have a working VHS player, but I'll need to buy a new flat screen TV with enough connections for it to actually function and have the cable box hooked up at the same time. So now the best thing to do is to put at least the loose Hot Wheels back in a tray. Now, I don't have any room on my other tray, however, if you look at the tray in which I bought the robots cars, you will see that the one vintage robot that I bought is, oh dear, it's exactly the same as the one I already had. Oh, okay, so that's an accidental duplicate. So you take it to you put it in a toy convention selling box. That has a Hardy Boys book, that has duplicates of the Hot Wheels I already have. It has the duplicate of the Obi-Wan figure, and so on and so forth. There. And let's get around. And there's what the selling box looks like to start with. So don't worry, that's not the only thing I sell. I have boxes of 3.5-inch Star Wars, and I have carded Hot Wheels here. I have an entire box of DVDs there. But this is good. I can finally start putting my vintage childhood duplicate Hot Wheels, or even the modern variants, into the case here. Duesenberg's a bit low, but there you go. There's what they look like now. So you have room for about 8 more. And of course, that's just the video that I have for today, which I'm going to upload on Tuesday, 18th of February. All right, and here we go. So you have to widen the range a bit to get my entire well, wait a minute, I can do better than that. See, there's the figure as he's supposed to be with his jetpack in place. But you get wide out like this, and you get the entire Captain Power line in view. And that's how I possess it at the current time. Now, I will eventually open the small one. I mean, look, 1, 2, 3 figures. Well, so you could fit Captain Power loose on there. You could have that guy standing here, and you could have the other guy manning the weapon, even if it's not the figure that's mentioned in the image. So that's good. And there we are. This is what I'm opening on Friday, the 2 Generations figures. Now you notice how on the phone, one looks a lot more pink than the other. Even the background color. And once the figures are open, I'm going to have them standing in front of their Generations bird of prey. That should form a nice backdrop centerpiece. Now, I find it very amusing that they have Generations comm badges, even though it probably should have been a Klingon. And they got their names on straight, which didn't happen in the thing. Now, you see the difference between a yellow-orange bubble and a clear bubble. Much more pink emphasized. But see again, they got their names on straight. which didn't happen otherwise. And you see the entire line of Generations figures, which I have almost all of them now. I have written down which ones I don't have in my book, but I'm going to have to wait until the toy show in March to actually pick away at them, because I did not find them at the Sanford & Sons toy shop, which is where I got everything I showed you at the beginning of this video. But this is a shelf they can go on. They'll stand beside Worf. You notice how the purple in Worf's staff is a bit darker than the purple there. And that will be my entire lineup of Generations figures so far on the first and second shelves. After that, we turn to the All Good Things figures, even though I don't have them completely done. And perhaps